Hello, baseball fans. Hello, out of the park baseball fans. Hello, Mets fans. Hello, all fans. I am so happy to be here tonight. We are back after a 1 week Memorial Day break. We are back once again with GnR Run the Mets with my good friend, the incomparable Gus Ramsey. Gus, how are you, sir?
I am very well, Rich. Thanks. How are you, buddy?
I am doing very well as well. I am looking forward to this very much, as is, I know, everybody that is joining us tonight. So good to see all of you here. Very good to see everybody. I hope everybody is staying safe out there this evening. We are going to have some fun. We're going to play some baseball. Gus, we're going to keep rolling with our first place team, right? I mean, you, sir, not me. I'm just pressing buttons. You have piloted us to a 43-25 record. That's pretty darn good, Gus. How are you feeling right now about the state of your New York Mets?
Yeah, let's call up the league-wide standings, and just to give the folks some perspective of where we're at. I mean, it's hard to quibble with our success to this point, but that NL East is no joke.
Definitely not.
The Phillies. We've had some success against them. We've got some games with them tonight, but we have the most wins in baseball, do we not? We do.
We do.
So tied with the Angels.
That's correct.
So if you had told me 68 games in, we're going to have 43 wins, I would have signed up for that in a minute. I see our magic numbers down to 93, so that's exciting.
Yeah, exactly. We're counting them down. They're holding up the numbers in the stands, Gus. Every
Yeah.
day.
So we'll try to get through 9 games tonight and make up a little bit for some lost time and see where we're at. It's June. We were a little worried about June, as it's historically not friendly to the Mets. 5-4 so far. I believe last week we had or 2 weeks ago, that 7-6 win over the Nats. That was the ridiculous one where we got 5 runs in the top of the ninth to pull that one out, if I remember
That's
correctly.
exactly
Yeah.
right. That is exactly right.
So,
A ridiculous victory, coming back to win 7-6 after being down 6-2 in the ninth inning. Crazy.
yeah. So we've had some good fortune so far. We are without Pete Alonso for the first 6 games. Well, it'll be 5 games because we got a day off. I forget. I don't think. I think we did sim the Wednesday, the Thursday, the 11th off day.
Correct. So
Already.
we are right here, ready to play the
Yeah.
game against
So
the Nationals if we want to.
we've got a Monday day off. So maybe we get Alonso back just in time for that Phillies series, which could be a huge one by the time we knock off these 6 games.
That's
So
right. Yeah, that's the
um,
plan. The plan tonight is to get through the Phillies series and then set us up for the 7 game West Coast road trip without a day off. That's sort of the plan.
yeah, and just what the hell were the schedule makers thinking, having this weird play Washington at home, go to Chicago for 3, then come back to Philadelphia for 3, and then go west like that? Maybe this is why June is so bad on the Mets, because the schedule makers don't know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah,
Very
exactly.
random. So I think I'd like to. We'll sim the Washington games because I feel like we have to play a game at Wrigley Field,
Yeah, that's a good point.
and then the Phillies games are going to be pretty significant. So we got our 5-1-2 in our starting pitchers. We'll put our faith in Stroman, DeGrom, and Syndergaard, and see how we match up against the Nats pitchers. Now, I think we checked last time before we bailed that one of the Nats pitchers was injured. Was it Scherzer or Strasburg was not showing up in
I
the
believe
rotation?
it was Strasburg. I believe Strasburg is out.
That would
Yes, he's out.
unknown, the dreaded unknown.
Yeah, exactly.
It didn't work well for Mr. Alonso. So,
No, definitely not.
so maybe we'll miss him. Probably we'll miss him in this series. But let's jump into it. We got our lineup set, but we'll double check those before we start just to be safe, and then fire away here. So game 1 is going to be Stroman and Joe Ross. Historically, the Mets found Joe Ross. I think we beat him up pretty good earlier this year. He's only 2-7. We got a red hot Nimmo. Mcneil missed a little time recently. He's back for us. Loading up the lefties in the middle there, the 3-4-5s. But I'm okay with that. And we're without Alonso. it's kind of flipping a coin between Dom and Matt Adams at first base. Neither is performing well, but I like Adams against the righties for his power. Come up against any lefties. Dom a little bit more of a contact guy, so we'll put him in there in the lineup against lefties. So Stroman and Ross.
So are we good with these lineups? We're ready to sim it?
Yeah, interesting, right? Stroman 7-2 with a 5 ERA. Ross 2-7 with a 4.77 ERA.
And it shows in the standings, right? We're at the top and they're at the bottom. The Nationals are a last place team right now.
Somewhat indicative of whether wins matter or not, but
sure.
could just be that Stroman's a good luck charm. So let's see.
Let's see if we can't pretty much put the national season out of reach completely. So we're going to go ahead and simulate the game here. Let's go Stroman. Let's see what happens. We'll simulate the game. And the Mets lose 9-7 in a wild game. Wow, the Nationals jump all over Stroman, get 4 in the first, 3 in the second. Then the Mets come back to make it 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, the Mets come back. They actually, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it was 7-6 heading to the ninth. They make it 9-6. We get 1 back in the ninth. That's pretty unbelievable. Let's see what happened in the pitching. Yeah, Stroman didn't make it out of the second. 7 earned. Ross only went 5. Boy, what a bullpen game, huh? Waka, Brock, or Bratch and Diaz all perform well. Betances has actually got the worst end of it as well. But Stroman gets hung with the loss. He gives up all the runs that matter.
Not a lot to say about that one. Conforto with a homer. He's got 15 on the year. In the ninth, a solo shot. 5 errors for Wilson Ramos behind the plate. Not great, plus a pass ball. So it just sounds like a sloppy coming off of a day off. Everybody forgot to bring their A game to the park.
Exactly.
All right, but now we got DeGrom and Syndergaard going in the next 2.
That's right. So just jump right ahead, finish the day.
I imagine this will be Scherzer for them.
Let's take a look. It is Lance Lynn.
All right, well,
2-4 with a 5.61 ERA and a pretty significant 1.5 WHIP versus Jacob DeGrom, who is 6-4, 3.66 and a 1.06 WHIP and a 9.4 K per 9.
Matt Adams threw up an 0 for 5 the last game. He's down to a $1.07, so we're gonna send him to the pine.
Okay, putting in Dom Smith.
What I want to do is, does Cano have any first base in him? Click on Cano for me.
He does have a little bit of first base.
All right, so we're gonna get a little tricky here. We're gonna put Cano at first.
Okay.
We're gonna move Mcneil to second.
McNeil's not even in, so let me do that.
So put him in for Nunez.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
That's all right. We'll just put J.D. Davis in for Nunez now.
Okay.
Because J.D.'s earned the playing time. And they've got Lance Lynn. So I'm going to stack my lefties again. McNeil 3, Conforto 4, Cano 5.
Okay.
Then let's go Davis, Cespedes, Ramos.
All right.
So lefty, 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 righty, righty, righty. I'm okay with that. On paper, DeGrom versus Lynn is a big mismatch.
That's
but
right.
As Kenny Mayne used to say, games are not played on paper, they're played in TV sets. So let's see what we got.
All right, we're going to simulate the game. Here we go. Yes, I am sure. And the Mets win 5-1. It goes according to script this time.
There we go. 5-hit effort from Mr. DeGrom.
And it really wasn't close. The Nats got 1 in the first, and that was it.
DeGrom helping himself with a double.
There we go. So let's take a look here.
8 strong from Jake.
Yeah. 8 strikeouts, 107 pitches. That's a lot of pitches, but by no means, stretching him beyond what his capacity is. No homers. DeGrom with a double, Nimmo with a double, Ramos with a double, Rosario with a triple.
By the way, Rosario now up to 213 with 9 homers and 36 RBI, considering he was in a $120 for a majority of the season. Those are excellent numbers.
Which means he's probably hitting 330 for the last 2 to 3 weeks, I would think.
He's had a very good mid to late May into wherever we are in June. All right, let's try to get this rubber game.
All right, so let's take a quick look at the standings here right before we do that. On the home straight. So we're still a game and a half up on the Braves. And 2.5 on the Phillies. So
Phillies
again.
Also won.
What's that?
The Phillies have won 2 in a row because they were 39 and 28 when we started.
Boy, they don't let up, do they? All right, the rubber match. And what day of the week is this?
This is Sunday.
Where's the schedule? Sunday? This is Sunday. Sunday at 1. Okay, Sunday.
Day game.
June 14th. Day game. Day off tomorrow. It's a getaway day.
Yeah.
And then the Cubs looming. All right. And we have Thor on the mound, right? We do. Syndergaard, who is 5-4 with a 3.96 and a 1.26 WHIP, versus the 0-5 Austin Voth with a 5.75. We are not seeing the pitching staff that the Nationals are known for in this series, Gus. My goodness.
No, so let's jump into the lineup again. For whatever reason, is Jeff McNeil now listed as our right fielder? Is that why he keeps getting benched?
I don't know. We can go back.
He's showing up as, so I mean, his position there keeps saying right field. I think
maybe we back up into the lineups. Let me do that.
Well, yeah. So we want to go back to him and make his primary position third base.
It is against righties, and he is the right fielder against lefties.
That's weird. We haven't faced a lefty, and he keeps.
So who is our normal? Conforto is a normal right fielder, and McNeil we have as the third baseman, and they keep putting him not at third base. Who are they putting? JD at third base?
Well, they had Nunez last game. This game they've got. Well, McNeil's there now. Okay,
Yeah, but he's there now, but he's not here when we go to the lineup.
He's listed as a right fielder.
Yeah.
Can you click on him and then set his primary position?
I don't think I can do it in the game. In the game. I have to go back to the...
All right, we'll do it after.
Okay.
All right, so Nimmo, so put McNeil in for Nunez at third. And let's put Dom in for Adams at first.
Yeah, Reddy says lock him at third. That's what you have to do. And put in Dom, you said, for Adams at first. Okay.
For Adams. And put JD in for Cespedes and left. We'll get Yo 2 days off here. And so I'm going to go McNeil 3, Conforto 4, JD 5, Robinson 6. Dom and Ramos, and then Dom.
Okay.
And we're good to go.
All right, here we go. It's the rubber match. Can we take 2 or 3 from the Nationals? We should be able to. With everything but from the lineup to the pitching staff, can they do it? The answer is no, they cannot. The Nationals win 3-2 and take the series 2-1. Voth was sterling. His first win of the season. 8 innings, 6 hits, struck out 6. Unfortunate outcome, Gus. And Noah wasn't bad. 6 innings, 3 earned runs, the literal definition of the quality start.
Yeah. We only left 4 guys on base, and we only had 6 hits and only 3 walks, so probably not a lot of opportunities, and it looks like we hit into 3 double plays.
That happens a lot on these Sunday day games, right?
A lot of, yeah. I mean, hitting the 3 double plays. Mr. Voth must have had his ground ball game going. Let's see, ground ball to fly ball. Well, no. We had 6 ground outs and 9 fly outs, so not too many ground outs, but when we hit the ball on the ground, we hit in a double play. It's not a recipe for success.
Definitely not. Unfortunate. So where does that leave us? That's the question. Let's finish
Well,
the
we're
day. See where we
still in
stand.
first.
Yeah, we're still in first. Only a half game up on the Braves. Still 2.5 on the Phillies, who also lost on Sunday.
2 in the loss column. I think, yeah, that's right. They lost.
National disaster. Mets can't figure out Voth on Sunday night, says Magus. Although I think it was a day game. Yeah, it was definitely at 1 o'clock.
Yeah, it was a day game. Let's settle down.
The headlines are barking at us, Gus.
Let's wait till disaster. Maybe by the time we get to the end of the night. But a little early right now. All right, so let's jump. Let's finish the day, and then during the off day, let's.
I think we're on the off day, right?
Check that lineup.
I think we're on the off day.
Yeah. So
yes.
Let's check the lineups. Let's fix or go to the rosters, I guess, and let's fix Mcneil.
Let's see here.
Can you just find him and then?
Let's get to Mcneil. Where did he go? Did I pass him? No, there he is.
No, because he's listed as the right fielder.
And set his position to third base. But, like, there's a strategy, so I got to go to his player strategy, I think, right? That's where I actually have to go. Where is that? That's here. That's in lineups.
Right next to lineups.
Right, strategy. There it is. And then I go to the player strategy, and then I grab Jeff Mcneil down here, and I force the lineup at force to use a position of third base. That's what we want, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then make Conforto the right fielder.
And make Conforto.
I think earlier one of the guys got hurt, and our outfield was kind of shredded, and so we had to make Mcneil a regular outfielder, and then we didn't switch it back.
And Conforto the right fielder, you said?
Yeah.
All right. Very good.
All right.
Very good. Having a giveaway tonight? You know what? You're asking very nicely. We can do a giveaway tonight. Let me see if I'm still in here, and I am. Let's do a giveaway real quick. This will take me 10 seconds, Gus. Since you asked nicely, we're going to do 3 giveaways of 10,000 perfect points, and it's starting right now. So we're going to let that run for a while. Tell your friends, everybody. Giveaway. They can earn up to 10,000 perfect points tonight. All right, Gus, what else do we want to do before we head to Chicago?
Let's just jump in the lineups now and see if we have to fix anything.
Okay.
So Mcneil is listed as our third baseman. Conforto's our right fielder.
That's against righties.
Let's put JD in there for Matt Adams.
Okay, in first base.
Well, down in the 7th spot in the lineup. Just stick him in there.
Okay.
And then make JD the third baseman, Mcneil the second baseman, and Cano the first baseman.
Dang it. Oh, yeah. What did I do here? Rosario's the shortstop. You want a JD at third, right?
Yeah.
And Mcneil at
second.
And Robbie at first, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Mcneil at second and Cano at first. Okay.
And then put Rosario in the 2-hole. Mcneil in the 3. And flip Cano and Cespedes.
Okay.
All right.
So now the question is, Gus, as we let's look at the standings here again real quick. Still a half game up on the Braves and 2.5 up on the Phillies. We've got 3 coming up with the Cubs. Today it's Porcello versus Darvish. Tomorrow is Matz versus Quintana. And then Thursday is Stroman versus Chatwood. Which game you want to play?
I think I'm intrigued by the lefty on lefty Matz Quintana matchup. So we'll. I don't think I can tolerate watching you Darvish pitch.
All right.
So we'll sim this one.
All right. So here are the lineups. Darvish is 5-3 with a 305. Porcello 7-3 with a 382. Porcello has been fantastic.
Yeah, he's been good lately, if I remember correctly.
So let's see what they have. They got Nunez at third, Mcneil at second, Cano at first.
Uh,
Now we're coming off a day off, so nobody should be tired.
yeah.
Cubs won't win any games because they don't have Alzolay. That's
Put
that's the difference.
put J.D. Davis in there at third over Nunez.
All right, Davis over Nunez.
And then flip Davis and Ramos.
Okay.
And that should work.
All right, here we go. Can the Mets win the first of 3 games at Wrigley? We're going to find out right now. The answer is no, they cannot. The Cubs win 5-3 after getting 3 in the bottom of the 7th. The Mets had a 3-2 lead heading to the bottom of the 7th. Cubs scored 3, and that's all it took. 5-3 Cubs. And it was Rizzo hitting a homer off of Porcello. So Porcello went into the 7th, ultimately gave up 5 earned. Wilson and Diaz put out the fire, but the damage was done.
Another home run by Conforto. I think he's homered in every game tonight.
He is up to 17 home runs. Nimmo hits one as well.
Offense sputtering a little bit. A little bit.
Yes, it is. All right. Well, let's finish the day. And, yeah, look at that, Gus. We are all of a sudden, we are out of first place, but Pete Alonso is coming to the rescue. So the bad news first, we find ourselves 1/2 game behind the Atlanta Braves. But Pete Alonso is ready to return to the team. Now, do you want him to come back now, or do you want to put him out
yes.
for a rehab assignment?
No, there's no need to rehab. He knows how to hit pitching. Matt Adams, probably going to need to be designated for waived and designated for assignment. Try to stick him in AAA first and see what happens. But
Okay.
I'm going to guess.
Oh,
no,
it went.
He had options. Terrific.
Fabulous.
All right, now we got to fix our lineups again.
Yeah, that's right. So here we go.
So now Robbie goes to second, McNeil goes to third, and Alonso goes in for J.D. Davis.
Okay.
And we're going to go move McNeil to 2, move Alonso to 3. Ramos is at 284, slugging 383. Cespedes is slugging 5. Cespedes 5. Cano. Yeah, we'll wedge Rosario right in between Cano and Ramos, so we get all our speed at the bottom of the lineup there. Yeah, that works for me. But this is we're about to play a lefty game, so let's check the lefty lineups.
Oh, right.
So Alonso in for Dom. And against the lefty. Let's. All right. Put Alonso 4. Flop Cespedes and Ramos. Okay, and then when we get into the game lineup, I'm going to make a change, but that'll be the regular lefty lineup.
All right. You ready to head to Wrigley Field and try to get back to first place?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to make one change to this particular day lineup.
All right.
We're going to give Robbie Cano a day off.
Okay.
I'm going to put JD in for where's Cano?
It looks like he's already getting a day off.
Already getting a day off. All right.
Well, Lowry, I think it said Lowry was going in every third day, so that might be what this is.
Oh, probably why. Put JD in for Nunez. And flip JD and Ramos. And I got left, right, switch, right. Pete Alonso was cold. He hasn't even played a game yet.
It's probably
yeah.
without the. I don't think it likes to have no rehab. I don't think. Could be
Well,
wrong.
we're gonna find out.
We got in the Big Rich machine. We had Joey Votto back after 6 weeks, and we tossed him right in, and he went like over his first 15 or something. So it was ugly. Hopefully, it's not the same thing.
Yeah. All right. Well, maybe the wind's blown out here at Wrigley. Steven Matz and Quintana could be.
Are we ready for the game?
Yeah, sure.
All right, we're managing this one, folks. We're going for it tonight. Gus is in the dugout. The Mets find themselves not in first place, and the pressure is rising. So here we go. Nemo is at the plate, facing Jose Quintana, and we're swinging away, I presume.
Yes, sir.
All right. So we'll get the info. Mets are second in the East at 44-28. The Cubs have virtually the same record, 44-29, and the wind is blowing. Did that say in from left?
In from left. So that's good news for Steven Matz.
The wind is blowing in from left as Nemo strikes out on 3 pitches to start off the game. Here's Rosario. He's swinging on the first pitch. That is grounded over to short, 2 away. And here is Jeff Mcneil. Mcneil, who at one point was leading the league in hitting and still might be, grounds it sharply down to third, but the play is made, and 1-2-3, down go the Mets. All right, so here is Matz versus Ian Happ. Everyone is straight away. Actually, no, the outfield is shifted to the left. Good with that?
Sure.
Oh, no. Okay, it was the 3-1 count, but he tries to bunt for a hit, and he does not get there. 1 out. Chris Bryant at the plate. The outfield is again shifted to the left.
All good.
All right. He grounds it over to second. There's 2 away. And here is Rizzo. And there's a hard shift right on the defense, on the infield. The outfield is normal.
All good.
All right. Here's the pitch. 1-2 count. And Matz goes 1-2-3 in the bottom of the first. That's what you like to see from Matz, for sure. All right. Here's Alonso making his return for the season. He is at 260 with 13 homers and 37 RBIs. And he is swinging on the first pitch. And that is a foul ball, and the play is made right at the fence. And so Alonso is out. Here's Cespedes. Cespedes walks. He's at first with 1 away for J.D. Davis. Anything happening here, Gus?
No, sir.
All right. It's a full count to Davis, and he strikes out swinging 2 away for Jed Lowry. The switch hitter is hitting from the right side. Quintana gets to 1-2, and he strikes him out. So the Mets once again fail to score. It is 0-0, bottom of the second. Baez, Schwarber, Contreras.
Tough lineup to pitch to.
Man, Baez is at 343, 11, and 37. Whew. He's swinging at the first pitch from Matz. Oh, he's leading the league in RBI with 59 as well. And he grounds over to second. That's 1 away. Here's Schwarber. There's a hard shift right, and the outfield is shifted right for him. You good with that?
I don't think I've ever seen him hit the ball to left field. So yes.
Full count to Schwarber, and he walks. You knew that was going to happen sooner or later. So here's Contreras. You going double play depth?
Yes, please.
All right. 2-2 count to Wilson Contreras, and he strikes out. 2 away for Hayward. This is a shift right, not a hard shift right. And the outfield is normal for Hayward, who has not had a good start to the season.
11 homers.
Well, I take that back. He does have 11 homers. So, and here's the pitch, 1-2 to Hayward, and that's a strikeout. So Matz gets out of it. 0-0, top of the third. Here's Ramos, Matz, and Nimmo. It is a 3-1 count to Ramos, and he swings and grounds it over to third. The play is made, 1 out.
A lot of ground balls, wind blowing in, so they're hitting the ball on the ground.
Indeed. Full count to Matz. Good up for him, and he actually works out a walk. Excellent work by Steven Matz. He's at first with 1 away, and Nimmo at the plate.
Swinging away.
Nimmo hitting a scorching .349 for the year, and he strikes out looking. That's his second strikeout of the day. 2 away for Rosario.
Yeah, Quintana tough on lefties, but Nimmo was hot, so I'd leave him in there.
That is a ground ball down to first. The play is made, 3 outs. So the Mets go down in the top of the third. Here's the bottom. It's Almora, Quintana, and Happ. Almora with the 1-1 pitch. That is hits to straightaway center field over the center fielder's head. It gets all the way to the wall. That is a leadoff double for Almora.
Let's go corners in here. They're already in.
Yep, so corners are in for Quintana at the plate. 1-0 to Quintana, who puts the ball down on a bunt. Advances the runner very nicely. Runner at third, 1 out for the leadoff hitter, Ian Happ.
Pitch away.
Okay.
Too early to bring the infield in.
1-2 count, and that is a ground ball down the third. That will score the runner. The Cubs take a lead, 1-0. Cubs manufacturing the run after the leadoff double. 2 outs, nobody on for Chris Bryant. Outfield is shifted to the left. 2-2 count. Strikes him out. So Matz gives up 1, and it's 1-0 Cubs in the fourth. Here's Jeff Mcneil. 1-1 to Mcneil. He swings, and that is grounded down the line, third base. That's going to be a single. Nope, he's going for 2, and he's going to get there. Mcneil with a leadoff double. That's what you want, Gus. He's at second with nobody out and Pete Alonso at the plate.
That's what the Cubs had. However, we will not be bunting with Pete Alonso.
We won't? I'm shocked.
Yeah. Try to play big ball instead of small ball.
You got to hope that he can at least advance the runner, though, Gus. This is a big spot here. 1-1 to Alonso, and he grounds it over to second, and he does just that. He advances the runner. Ran on third with 1 away for Cespedes.
Not what we're paying him to do, but we'll take it.
Yeah. All right, here's Cespedes. He's swinging on the first pitch, and that is hit well to center field. That will score the run, I believe. I think we're being prompted. Do we want Mcneil to tag up from third? The ball is deep. Mcneil is fast, and Almora has a great arm. I'm saying yes. What are you saying, Gus?
He doesn't have that good of an arm. Send him.
All right, we're sending him, and we get the run. So the Mets see the leadoff double and fielder's choice and sacrifice, and they match it. Good job, Mets. All right, here's J.D. Davis with 2 outs and nobody on. 1-1 pitch to Davis, and he puts a charge in it, Gus. That's hit pretty well, but nope, that is going to be caught by the left fielder. That wind
blowing
totally took the ball, took it out. That was done.
All right, big inning for Mr. Matz here. We tied it back up for him.
That's right.
Meat of the Cubs order.
Everybody in the chat, the giveaway is going on. Hit ! Ticket to be entered for one of 3 prizes of 10,000 perfect points. Rizzo gets the 3-2 count and then grounds it right to the shift. Well done, 1 away.
By the way, the Cubs have 6 guys in their lineups with double-figure home runs.
It's unbelievable.
Another guy with 9, and it's only early June.
It's unbelievable. No wonder they're in first place. Here's Baez. You have the 299, 18, and 59. 2-2 count to him, and he grounds it over to third. Will the play be made? It is. 2 away. And here's Schwarber with a hard shift right and the outfield shifted to the right. He's swinging at the first pitch, and he hits it to the right, and he finds this one spot where they aren't. And he's at first with 2 away. And here's Contreras.
Pitching away.
All right. 2-2 to Contreras, and Matz gets him. Steven Matz, 1 run through 4. Pretty good. And he's thrown 60 pitches, so not as, you'd like a little less, but still, not so bad. Not so bad. All right, so here's Lowry, Ramos, and Matz. Lowry leads off, the switch hitter. Top of the 5th, 1-1 game, 1-1 pitch. Grounded over to short. The play is made, 1 away. Boy, that wind really, like you said, Gus, does seem to be influencing what's happening pretty significantly.
A lot of ground balls by the Mets. Even the double was a ground ball.
Here is Wilson Ramos. 1-2 count to him, and he swings and strikes out. Here is Matz, who earned a walk his first at bat. He's got a 1-0 count, and he's swinging it. And that is grounded over to third. It's picked up, and the play is made. 1-2-3 go the Mets in the 5th. Here's Matz facing Hayward, Almora, and Quintana. The defense is shifted to the right for Hayward. You good with that?
Yeah.
2-0 count to Hayward. He grounds it right into that shift. 1 away. Almora at the plate. He swings at the first pitch, and he is hit. Excuse me, he does not swing. He is hit by the pitch. Wow, Matz must not have liked that double he had. My goodness.
Let's go corners in here for the bunt.
Corners in for the bunt as they are already set. Here's the pitch. The bunt is there. Matz picks it up, throws over to first for the out. 2 away. And Almora, who's got some speed, at second for Ian Happ. Once again, Happ finding himself in an RBI situation.
Pitching away.
0-1 to Happ. And he pops it up. And the play will be made by Rosario. And so it's 1-1 through 5. And the Mets have Nimmo, Rosario, and Mcneil against Quintana, who has 61 pitches through 5 innings.
Let's try to bunt for here with Mr. Nimmo since they're playing back.
All right. Nimmo puts it down. Interesting situation developing here. And Gus, you got him on first base. He's safe. Nicely done.
He had a couple tough at-bats against the lefty so far. We're leading off an inning. It's a good gamble. Let's take a pitch here.
Pharaoh dude, by the way, these are not pitch by pitch, so generally speaking, you don't take a pitch, although you can take a pitch if you want to. He asked when you take a pitch instead of swinging. If the pitcher, is wild, you might want to make sure that you get, you make him throw a strike first. All right.
Right now I'm taking a pitch because I'm trying to get into a count that I can do a hit and run on.
All right. So we're taking the pitch. It's strike 1.
I'm going to take one more.
And it's ball 1.
And now I'm going to go ahead and hit and run.
Hit and run here. 1-1 count. Nimmo at first. Nobody out. Hit and run is on. And Rosario hits it. The diving play is made by the second baseman, but there is no play. Everybody is safe. First and second. Nobody out, Gus. And Mcneil at the plate.
Well, he's first on our team in RBI, so he's going to swing away.
Swinging away.
That's why he's our 3-hitter.
A home run gets him to 50 RBIs for the year. It's a full count, and it is a high fly ball into left field, but once again, the wind completely shuts it down. Nobody advances. It is a wasted at-bat by Mcneil. Here's Alonso. Quintana at 73 pitches. Alonso, it's an 0-1 count, and he hits it into short center field. That will not do anything either. So first and second and nobody out turns into first and second and 2 out for Cespedes. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Cespedes. And he grounds it over to third. Toss is made to second. And that is a disappointing inning. That is a very disappointing inning.
Yes, indeed. 3, 4, 5 hitters. Got to get something done there.
All right, so here's Matz facing Bryant, Rizzo, and Baez. My goodness. Jeez. There's 40 to almost 50 home runs between these three guys this year so far. Outfield shifted to the left for the powerful third baseman. 2-2 count. And he hits it into that cutting wind. That ball is not going anywhere. 1 out. Rizzo at the plate. Hard shift right, outfield normal. 2-2 to Rizzo. And he hits it opposite field. Gus, you said you never saw him hit it opposite. Oh, no, that was Schwarber. That was Schwarber. Rizzo gets a ground ball down the third base line, and he slides into second with a 1-out double for Javi Baez. Now things are getting really interesting.
I'm going to intentionally walk Baez.
All right, Baez goes to first. He's now first and second, 1 out, and Schwarber at the plate.
Double play depth here.
All right, we're moving from shift right guard 3 to straight up double play depth.
Correct.
All right.
And let's also jump into the bullpen. And let's warm up Mr. Familia.
All right. Got to go back to, what was it, double play depth?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Should have done it the other way around.
We good with this?
Yeah.
Okay.
See if we can get a ground ball.
Here it is, 2-2 count. And that is a opposite field all the way to the wall. That is going to score at least 1. Yep, it is a double, a run-scoring double for Schwarber to left center field, and that hurts. It's now second and third, 1 out. Contreras at the plate.
Yeah, infield in, we're good.
All right, 2-2 count to Contreras, and he hits a fly ball to pretty deep center. That's going to score the run easily. It's going to be 3-1 Cubs now. And that is where it is, 3-1 Cubs, 2 outs, man on third, Hayward at the plate.
Pitching away.
1-2 to Hayward, and he puts a charge in, and he gets another hit, and that scores another run. And now it's 4-1 Cubs.
You always worry about this with Steven Matz, the one inning that he just can't escape. Not to mention, it just kind of felt like when we had first and second, nobody out, 3, 4, 5 hitters and didn't do anything, that there was a emotional letdown there. Let's put Mr. Familia in the game.
All right.
So, Steven Matz. Good start. Falls apart, as it often does.
So here is Familia. 1-1 count to Almora, and that is a fly ball at short right field. The play is made, and the inning is mercifully over. The Mets have 3 innings left to try to come back. Here's Davis, Lowry, and Ramos against Quintana, who's still in the game in the 7th. 78 pitches.
Let's jump back into the bullpen. And let's warm up Betances.
All right, here's J.D. Davis. 0-2 to Davis, and that is strike 3. Up next is Lowry. 1-2 to Lowry, and he puts a charge in it. That is hit well. That is a home run. Jed Lowry pushes it over the wind. Well hit. 417-foot home run, and now it's 4-2.
It's a bomb under those conditions.
Yeah, absolutely. It's 4-2. 1 out. Ramos at the plate. 0-2 to Ramos, and that is a strikeout. So now the question is, are you pinch hitting for Familia?
Of course.
All right. Who's it going to be?
Let's go with Mr. Nunez against the lefty.
All right. Here comes Nunez. He steps up with 2 outs and nobody on. 2-1 count. And that is grounded deep in the hole at short, but the play is made. Very well made by Javi Baez. And that is it. 4-2 heading to the bottom of the 7th. We're putting in Betances, right? Are
Yep.
we doing any double switching or anything like that?
Okay. Nope. The 9-hole made the last out, so don't really need a double switch.
Nope. Good point. All right. Are we putting anyone in the pen yet, or are we?
No.
Okay. All right. So here's Betances against Quintana, who's staying in the game. This might be a good sign. Maybe the Mets can get to him in the 8th. He strikes out looking for the first out. Here's Happ, a hard shift right, and the outfield shifted to the right. Ian swings at the first pitch, and that is well struck to right field, but it looks like the play will be made. No, it's a home run. Oh, that hurts. 396 feet. And Happ, who, that's his 14th of the year, so he can do that, and he does. 1 out for Bryant. And he swings at the first pitch, and that is a ground ball to short. 2 away for Rizzo. Hard shift right, outfield normal. 2-2 to Rizzo, and he strikes out. So Familia gives up the home run, and that's
Betances.
it. Excuse me, Betances.
Yeah. Let's jump back into the bullpen and warm up Mr. Brock.
All right, here comes Brock to the pen. Rowan Wick. So they let they let Quintana hit, and then they put out Wick. That's a little strange. Here's Nimmo. Two and two pitch, and he strikes that to center. The play is made. 1 away. Here's Rosario. 5 outs left for the Mets if they want to. The time is now. Rosario, he gets a base hit to left field. He's on first with 1 away. Mcneil is at the plate.
Huge at bat here. Need him to get on in front of Alonso.
Full count. And he does just that. It's a walk. First and second, 1 out. Alonso at the plate.
Let's go pitch by pitch for the drama of it.
All right. Are we taking, swinging?
We'll swing away.
All right. First pitch is a strike. Second pitch is grounded over to first. Throw made to second, so they get the lead runner. First and third, 2 outs for Cespedes. Staying pitch by pitch or going back to the at-bat?
No, we're going to go back, and then we're going to go to the bench and call upon Mr. Conforto. Yo will not be happy about this, but we'll talk to him after the game.
So Conforto stands at the plate as the tying run.
He's homered in like 4 straight games, so
17 home runs. By far the lead on the team. Here it is, 2-2 count to Conforto. Oh, strikes out swinging.
That hurts.
Oh man, oh man, oh man.
That hurts. Got it right where I wanted it.
Yep. I mean, what's
Conforto stays in the game and left.
Yep. And then Bratch comes in as the pitcher, right?
Yeah, we'll save Dylan some bullets.
Oop.
Man, if it wasn't June, Conforto would have had a homer there, but
right.
It is June, so these things happen to the Mets.
All right, so here's Bratch versus Baez. It's a full count. That is a strikeout. So here's Schwarber with the hard shift right on, and the outfield shifted to the right.
Make that an extreme shift right.
Extreme shift right.
Yeah, that drops the second baseman into short right field and takes away that little loop liner.
Wait, is that? Do I see? You mean deep shift right?
Sure. Sorry.
Is that, no, I'm just trying to make sure I get it right. Okay. Here's the pitch to Schwarber. 1-1 pitch. And that is grounded straight up the middle to the perfectly positioned shortstop, 2 away for Contreras. Full count to the catcher. And he grounds it over to third for the out. So here we are. It's the top of the ninth. They're down by 3.
For the lineup to get a rally going here. Let's see what we got.
Davis, Lowry, and Ramos scheduled against Kimbrel, who's now in the game. Kimbrel, 30 innings pitched, 48 strikeouts in those 30 innings, a 3.86 ERA. He is the closer. I don't know exactly how many saves he has for the year. He's got, where is that? 17. Excuse me, 17 saves for the year. Here is J.D. Davis.
Swing away.
Full count to J.D. And he hits it into short left field for the first out. Here's Lowry, who had the home run earlier. He's got a 2-2 count. He's hitting from the left side, and he strikes out. And that brings up Wilson Ramos. 2-1 to Ramos. He hits it pretty well. Deep center field, and that is a home run. The Mets are still alive. 5-3. Uh-oh. Kimbrel is in pain. The trainer looks at his back, and he's out of the game. He hurt himself looking at that jack from Wilson Ramos. So now Brad Wick is in the game. And Bratch is scheduled to hit. Who's coming in for Bratch?
Let's see. Wick is a lefty. Well, I think I got to trust Robbie Cano in this spot to get me on base, even though it's against a lefty.
All right.
More than I trust Mr. Marisnik.
The tying run is on deck. Cano, can he keep the Mets alive? It's 2-1 to Cano. And he hits it into short right field, and that is going to do it. So the Mets have lost the first 2 here at Wrigley Field.
4 or 5 on the evening.
Struggling a bit lately. Quintana, 7 innings, 4 hits, 2 earned, 7 strikeouts. Matz, 5 2/3, 5 hits, 4 earned. Obviously, the huge blow is the home run, by Happ, and then the Rizzo double.
It was really more the
Schwarber. That was the Schwarber double.
Schwarber double.
That was, he had 2 on and 1 out. It was Schwarber that had
I
the kill
intentionally walked Baez to get me the lefty on lefty and try to get a double play ball, and gave up a double to Schwarber. That was the big one.
All right, so
right now the headline writers can start.
If the headlines are coming,
yeah, now they can start Panic City.
Let's finish the day and see, as we head into the last game of the series, just where that leaves us. We're now a game and a half out behind the Braves. And we are facing Tyler Chatwood today. And the Phillies, who are a game and a half behind us, are up next. So can we at least salvage one game, Gus? That's the question.
Would like to think so.
And we've got Stroman going today. He of the sky-high ERA and the tied for the team lead in wins. So, all right, let's play the game. Let's see what happens.
Really, it's just been more about the bats, and this offense has not done anything so far tonight, really, speak of. We've had some, we had the middle of the lineup up with first and second, nobody out. They didn't do anything. All the games that we've simmed, they haven't produced a lot of runs. So let's see. All right, let's jump in the lineup. We're going to ruffle some feathers and see if I can.
As my cat says hello.
I'll try to go ahead and start the game, and then I'm going to change this lineup around.
Well, that's where we are, right? We're going to do the lineup here, right?
Are you in the game?
Yes.
You are. Okay. All right. Let's put Mcneil goes into left field for Cespedes.
Mcneil goes into left field for Cespedes. All right.
Dom is going to go to first base for Alonso.
All right.
Nito is going to go in for Ramos.
Okay.
Lowry's going to go in for Rosario.
All right.
And then from a lineup standpoint,
hey, Coach.
Move Mcneil to 3.
All right.
Cano to 5.
All right. Oh, no, that's not 5.
Put Conforto 4.
Right.
There you go. Nunez 6. Dom 7. Nito 8. Yeah, this is an old-fashioned Stratomatic shuffle kind of lineup. See if we can scramble our way into 7 or 8 runs.
All right, here we go. Nets hoping to salvage at least one game here in Wrigley for a big set against the Phillies. We're going to simulate the whole game. Can they do it? The answer is they cannot. The Mets are swept out of Chicago as they lose 5-3. They get 1 in the first, but then they give up 1 in the first and the second and the fifth. Put up 2 in the sixth, but they give 2 right back. 5-3 final. Schwarber 2 for 3 with a double and 2 walks. Chatwood improves to 3 and 4. Holds the Mets to 3 runs on 6 innings. 3 runs in 6 innings. Stroman, nondescript. 5 innings, 3 earned runs, 6 hits, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts. Familia with a bad performance, giving up 2 earned and 1 1/3. Wilson and Diaz. Chatwood is the story. 6 innings, 3 earned, and then the bullpen. The bullpen, 3 scoreless innings. Conforto with a double. Cano with a double.
The offense is getting along right now.
Indeed. What's happening, Coach? All right. Well, unceremoniously swept out of Chicago. We return home to face the Phillies, who are now only 1 half game behind us. Let's take a look at the standings for a moment here. The Mets find themselves a half game ahead of the Phillies. The Marlins, amazingly, are 3rd in the wild card race. Like it's all about the Diamondbacks, the Cubs, and the Braves, because the rest of the NL East has the wild card on lockdown right now.
Yeah, it's scary though. I mean, you got to figure at some point the Dodgers are going to get a little hot.
Absolutely.
The Nats have won 4 in a row, and they're
look at the Diamondbacks, 1-9 in their last 10. Wow.
Yeah, hopefully we're not in a similar pattern of finding our mean. I do like to see that, when we get done with this, we're headed off to San Francisco and San Diego, and those teams are both scuffling. So maybe that'll help. But, we can, the night can be salvaged with a good performance here against the Phillies.
That's right. So which game are we gonna manage, Gus? What are you thinking?
Just click on the schedule here for a sec.
There it is.
So, yeah, I mean, 2 runs in the loss, 3 runs in the loss, 3 runs in. I mean, by the way, look at those scores of the Cubs series.
5-3, 5-3, 5-3.
It's like weird tennis. So we're just not generating too many runs there. You go into Wrigley and you never know which way the wind's blowing.
Man.
And I would say, the pitching has been mediocre and the offense has been mediocre so far tonight. But 1-5 is not acceptable. So, but we know that this happens to the Mets in June for whatever reason. We're gonna play this first one because
All right.
I need Mr. DeGrom to set the tone, and I haven't had too many opportunities to do too many things tonight. I dropped a nice bunt and
That worked.
got us in a position. I had the intentional walk backfire, but haven't been able to do too much other than put the team out on the field so far. So DeGrom and Velasquez seems like advantage Metropolitans. We'll have to see.
All right. So is this the lineup? We good with this?
Uh, Can you click on Cespedes for me? And then can you go to his splits? Is that under batting stats?
Yeah.
So he's basically he's got power against the righties. Loses a little bit of average. And then now do the same for me for JD Davis, please. JD is mashing the lefties and is okay against the righties. Okay, so we'll leave Cespedes in there. All right, yeah, we'll roll with that lineup.
All right. And we're going to end the giveaway here in a couple of minutes right before we get to the game as well. So if you haven't entered, go ahead and do it. And in a moment or so, we'll end that and we'll give away 10,000 perfect points to 3 folks. All right, we ready to fire up this game?
Yeah, I'm just going to do one thing really quick.
Okay.
My Shea Stadium background is clearly not working.
Oh, right.
So I'm going to go to Citi Field instead.
Fabulous. Great idea. I like it. All right, here we go. Mets Phillies, big game. Big game. DeGrom versus Velasquez. He faces Segura to lead off the game.
Let's bring third baseman in. I've seen Segura bunt a lot in this game.
.77 degrees and sunny, the wind blowing out to right at 13 miles an hour. This could get interesting. And that is a leadoff hit for Segura on the first pitch of the game. He's at first with nobody out.
Hold the runner.
McCutchen at the plate. 1-2 pitch. And he strikes out. You've now got Harper with the shift right guarding third in the outfield normal.
Yep, hold the runner.
Okay. 2-1 to Harper. And he pops it up behind third base, and that is out number 2.
And hold the runner one more time.
Here, holding the runner for Didi Gregorius, and he grounds it sharply to Alonso at first. I think that's Alonso, unless he got benched. Who is that? Is that Alonso? Yeah, it is Alonso.
Yep.
All right, the Mets are out of the first. And here is Nimmo, Mcneil, and Alonso. We swinging away with Nimmo?
Yeah.
Okay. 2-2 to the leadoff hitter. And he gets himself a leadoff hit. So he's at first with nobody out. Putting him in motion at all?
No, we're going to swing away. I think Jeff's about to get hot.
Here's McNeil with a 1-2 count. That is grounded right to the to the shortstop, and that is an easy double play. So here's Alonso with nobody on and 2 outs. Alonso isn't doing anything power-wise, but he does get on with a walk. Here's Conforto. Conforto has a 2-2 pitch, and he grounds it to the second baseman, who's well positioned, and that's it for the Mets in the first. All right, we are ending the giveaway now, folks. And we are going to award the winners as soon as this half inning is over. Here's Hoskins, Munoz, and Grulon for DeGrom. Three and 2 to Hoskins, and he walks. So he's at first with nobody out.
Double play depth and hold the runner.
Double play depth, holding the runner. 1-0 pitch to Munoz, and he grounds it to the shortstop, over to second for 1, over to first for 2. Double play depth working perfectly. Gus is doing everything he can. 2 outs, nobody on for Grulon, the young catcher. Fabic, you just missed it, my man. Sorry about that. And there's a ground ball over to short for the outs. Okay, let's do the giveaway, folks. Everyone who wins, just hit me up on Discord. I am Rich G. Winner number 1 is Great Ajax, or Ajax, depending upon whether you're the French soccer club or not. Winner, all right. That is winner number 1. Congratulations. Winner number 2, Travel Berries. Excellent. Congratulations. And winner number 3 is Hruvek. I have no idea how to say that. Congratulations, all 3 winners. I think those are all 3 new winners, except maybe Ajax. I think he's won. So congrats, guys. All you got to do is hit me up on Discord. I am Rich G. And you will get your 10,000 perfect points. Well done, Travel Berries. Good stuff. All right, bottom second. The Mets are hitting Cespedes, Cano, Rosario. Cespedes 0-1 swinging, and he hits it very well. That is going to get all the way to the wall. That is going to be a leadoff double for Cespedes, who is still angry. There are media reports. That's actually a leadoff triple. There are whispers in the media that he was unhappy about being lifted for a pinch hitter, and he shows some ferocity at the plate with a leadoff triple now. What are we going to do here, Gus, with Cano at the plate?
We're going to let him hit a base hit into right field to give us a 1-0 lead.
All right, very good. 1-2 count to Cano, and that is a base hit into right field for a 1-0 lead, exactly as Gus wanted, and that is actually going to be a nice double. So Robbie Cano puts the Mets in front. Really needed that coming off a 4-game slide, and now he's at second with nobody out. What's Rosario going to do here, Gus?
He'll probably ground one to the right side and move the runner over. But he may strike out.
All right, here's Rosario. He's swinging on the first pitch, and that is caught in center field. Thought that might drop, but it did not. 1 away for Ramos.
Yeah, good. Swinging away.
Ramos has a 3-1 count. He's swinging, and he gets a base hit to right field. That's going to score the runner. That gets all the way to the wall. That is a huge, huge play with the pitcher coming up as well. A RBI double for the Buffalo. That feels like the first time in a while he's done something.
It does. You're right. I would agree with that. Here's Jacob. Jacob's got the fire next to him, so maybe he's going to keep the rally going.
He can hit. We all know that. He's got a 2-2 pitch on the way. And he puts the bat on the ball. He'll move Ramos over to third with 2 away now. Ramos at third and Nimmo at the plate. A base hit scores another run. 2-0 Mets here.
It's hitting 348 on the year.
Velasquez gets to a 1-2 count and strikes him out. So the Mets get 2. And they get 2 solid runs. That was well struck balls. You like to see that.
Triple, 2 doubles, and now Jacob gets to come out against 8-9-1. Hopefully, nice shutdown inning here.
So here's Herrera. He's got a 2-2 count, and that is a strikeout. That is the second strikeout for DeGrom today. Here's Velasquez. Velasquez is swinging at the first pitch, and he hits a little nubber that's picked up by the catcher for the out. 2 away. And here's Segura. We bringing the third baseman in again here?
No, with 2 outs, I'll stay back.
All right. 0-1 to Segura, and he hits a base hit to right field, so he's on first with 2 away. Are you holding him?
I'm going to hold him, and I'm going to pitch out on the first pitch.
All right, we're pitching out. He is not running.
All right. Continue to hold, please.
1-0 to McCutcheon. McCutcheon gets a base hit to right field. So now the Phillies have first and second with 2 outs.
The 2-out rally that brings Bryce Harper to the plate is not.
Brings Bryce Harper to the plate, indeed.
Go ahead and pitch away.
Full count to Harper. And he walks. Ooh, boy, the bases are loaded. Didi Gregorius at the plate. Do you think this is a big spot in the game, folks?
It is. I'm going to go visit the mound just because of it.
All right, visiting the mound. He's not tired at all. Let him pitch.
Just want to give him a breather. You know, it's a big spot. It's early in the game. He's Jacob deGrom, two-time Cy Young Award winner. Doesn't really need me to come out there, but just wanted to break up the momentum a little bit. See what happens here.
1-0 count, and that is ripped. Fair ball down the line. That's going to tie the game. And all of a sudden, nobody on. That's not only going to tie the game. What is happening here? That's a triple 3-run score. It's madness. Absolute madness. A 3-run triple for Didi Gregorius clears the bases. He's a third with 2 outs. My goodness, Gus.
2 outs, nobody on.
Nobody on.
That's a brutal sequence right there.
Ugh.
Very un-DeGrom-like.
Here's Hoskins. He works a full count, but ultimately he will fly out to left field. The Mets take a 2-0 lead, only to have the Phillies grab it right back. It's 3-2 Phillies in the bottom of the third.
Very disheartening. See if our bats can respond.
Here's Mcneil with a 1-1 count, and he leads off with a base hit.
You know, Velasquez has walked 35 guys in 70-ish innings this year, and thought we might get a few free passes, but none so far, I don't believe. Just one.
Yep,
so
one
far.
tonight. Here's Alonso. 1 on, nobody out.
He's swinging away.
0-1 to Alonso, and he hits a lazy fly ball to shallow left field, 1 away.
Pete's in the middle of that. You didn't send me to a rehab 0 for 15 you were talking about.
Here's Conforto.
Wind blowing out to right, Mr. Conforto. What do you got?
2-2 to Conforto, and he strikes out. Here's Cespedes.
The wind is now blowing out harder to right after that whiff.
And Cespedes will fly out to right field. So the Mets go relatively quietly. And now it's 3-2 in the fourth. DeGrom will face Munoz, Grulon, and Herrera.
Leadoff man aboard, and then 3, 4, 5 do nothing. Where have we seen that before?
2-1 count. And that is a fly ball to center field, 1 away. Here's Grulon. 1-2 count to him. He strikes out. That's the third strikeout for DeGrom. Here's Herrera. Herrera grounds over to short. So it's a 1-2-3 inning for DeGrom. He needed that. Bottom four. Cano, Rosario, and Ramos are up against Velasquez.
Robbie Cano hitting .355 on the year.
It's amazing. 2-1 to Cano. He grounds it sharply to third. The play is made over to first, 1 away. Here's Rosario. Rosario swinging on a 1-0 count, and that is a base hit. So he is there.
All
right, so he is on first base with 1 away for Wilson Ramos.
We've got Grillon behind the plate, not JT Realmuto, who's got a cannon for an arm. What is Velasquez is a 55. Let's take a pitch.
All right. Strike 1.
Go ahead and do a force send.
All right. He's on the move. It's a pitch out, and he's out.
Yeah. Roll the dice, even though it was 0-1. Knew that pitch out was coming. Well, I didn't know it, but I suspected it.
All right, here's Wilson Ramos, 1-1 count. And he hits a ground ball to short. Would have been a double play anyway.
Yeah.
All right, 3-2 Phillies, top five. DeGrom with 57 pitches facing Velasquez, Segura, and McCutchen. That is a strikeout, number 4. Here is, hold on just 1 second, excuse me.
No, we're gonna pitch away. Can't get him out. It's 3 for 3. Infield in here. Need a strikeout. Need a strikeout. For 2. Pitch away. Hold the runner. Double play depth. Double play depth. And hold the runner. Pitch away. Swing away. Well, pitch away. Corners in. See if we can get Gene Segura out one time today. Let's jump into the bullpen. And let's warm up Mr. Waka. And Mr. Diaz.
I've had no audio for the last few minutes. I'm sorry about that, guys. My bad. So very bad. I was not checking that. My apologies, chat. All right, so we got Waka and Diaz in the bullpen here, and Conforto at the plate. Sorry about that, gang. Thank you for saying that. All right, so here's Conforto. 5-2 Phillies, 0-1 count. He's swinging away, and that is grounded into the shift, deep into the shift, and the ball is booted. Conforto was on first thanks to the error by Segura. Cespedes at the plate.
Swinging away.
3-2 count to Cespedes, and he strikes out. That's unfortunate. Here's Cano, red hot, 353 batting average. 1-2 to Cano, and he hits it, gets through. That's a base hit. So the Mets will have first and third, one out here in the bottom of the sixth against Velasquez, who's at 93 pitches. Got a sense that right now is the time. Here's Rosario at the plate. What are we doing here?
Swinging away.
1-0 to Rosario, and that is going to be caught by the second baseman. I thought it might fall. It was a little blooper. 2 away. Here's Ramos. We need it, Buffalo. 1-0 count, and that is hit well. That is hit to left field and is going to be caught. Unfortunate series of events. It's 5-2 Phillies, top 7. DeGrom's still in the game. 100 pitches.
Pitch away.
McCutchen at the plate. McCutchen hits it pretty well to left, but it's going to be caught. 1 away. Here's Harper. We have to shift right, but we're guarding third.
That's fine.
3-0 count to Harper, and he walks on 4 pitches. That brings up Gregorius, who had the massive 3-run triple that has put the Phillies in the lead.
Hold the runner and pitch away.
3-2 count to Didi, and he grounds it to third, past third. That's a base hit. First and second, 1 away.
Let's bring in Mr. Waka.
All right, here comes Waka. He's on the mound facing Rhys Hopkins. First and second, 1 out. Phillies already lead 5-2.
Let's go double play depth.
Double play depth. 0-1 count. And that is a fly ball to center field. That'll take care of that. 2 outs for Munoz. 0-2 to Munoz, and he strikes him out. So Waka gets the job done. The Mets offense has to come to life. Has to come to life. Waka is scheduled to hit.
Let's warm up Betances, and let's pinch hit Marisnik.
All right. Marisnick at the plate against Stephen Okert. Okert has had a pretty ordinary year so far. 2-2, 24 innings pitched, 21 hits, 3.75 ERA. He faces Marisnick, the pinch hitter. 1-1 count to Marisnick. And that is a fly ball to mid-center field, one away. Here's Nimmo. 0-2 to Nimmo, and he strikes out on 3 pitches. Here's Mcneil. 2-2 to Mcneil. And that is a fly ball to left field. The Mets are just going quietly. Oh, this is bad, chat. This is bad. Betances is coming in, I presume. No other changes?
Nope.
All right. Betances in to face Groulon. Full count to lead off the 8th inning. And that is a strikeout. 1 away. Here's Herrera. He's swinging on the 1-0 pitch. And that is hit pretty well to left field. And that is gone. Home run. My goodness. Whew.
Back-to-back appearances giving up a home run for Mr. Betances.
Betances pitching poorly, giving up a home run to the number 8 hitting, the light-hitting center fielder Herrera. That's as bad as it gets. Forsythe is the pinch hitter. 1-2 to him. And he strikes out swinging. 2 away for Segura. 0-2 to Segura, and he hits a fly ball to right field, and the play will be made. It is 6-2 Phillies as we head to the bottom of the 8th. Alonso leading off. Adam Morgan comes in, the left-hander, to face Alonso, and Alonso grounds it meekly to the shortstop, 1 away.
Jump into the bullpen real quick.
All right.
Where are they? Warm up Brock.
All right. Here's Conforto. He works a 3-1 count, and he's swinging, and he gets a base hit. He's at first with 1 away for Cespedes. Cespedes swinging on a 2-0 count. And that is a lazy fly ball to center field. That'll be 2 away. And here's Robbie Cano. 1-0 to Cano. And he hits a ground ball to second base, and that'll do it for the Mets in the 8th. 6-2 Phillies here in the 9th. Betances still on the mound unless Gus makes a change.
Yeah, bring in Brock.
All right, here comes Brock. He pitches to McCutchen, full count to lead off the inning. And that is ripped down the line. That's going to be a base hit. Takes a favorable bounce, but still he slides into second with a double. A leadoff double for McCutchen, as once again the heart of the Phillies order is coming up here.
Walking Harper.
You're going to walk Harper?
Yep.
All right. Here's the intentional walk to Bryce Harper. That brings up Rhys Hopkins. Didi Gregorius.
Double play depth.
Double play depth. Here's the pitch. 2-1 count. That is popped up behind second base. The play is made for the first out of the inning. Here's Hoskins.
Double play depth.
Double play depth. Here's the pitch. 1-2 to Hoskins. And he rips it to right field. That's a base hit. Is that going to score a run? It is. 7-2 Philadelphia. First and second, only one out for Munoz. And that is a base hit to right field. Another run will score. It is 8-2 Phillies. Here's Gulan, 1-2 count. He strikes out. And here's Herrera. Full count to Herrera. And that is ball 4. Bases are loaded with 2 outs. And now pinch hitting JT Realmuto.
Pitching away. Mr. Brock is wearing one for the team.
0-2 count to Realmuto, and he strikes out. Can the Mets get 6 runs in the bottom of the ninth? That's the question.
Well, we haven't scored more than 3 in about 5 games, so
No.
I guess no.
Here's Rosario on the 0-1 count. And that's going to be a leadoff single, so he's on first with nobody away, facing Reggie McClain. Here's the human double play machine, Wilson Ramos, swinging on a 1-1 pitch. That is grounded to second. There's over to short to the shortstop for 1 and first for 2. I think I had that.
Let's give Dom that bat.
Who's Dominic? Okay.
Yep.
Dom Smith comes in. 2 outs, nobody on. Down 6. And Dominic wastes no time. He swings at the first pitch. Broken bat, over to short. That's it. Mets lose 8-2. 5-game losing streak. Catastrophic situation at Citi Field. Just bad. DeGrom, very ordinary. Had a 2-0 lead and just gave it right away. They never recovered from giving up 3 runs with nobody on and 2 outs.
Yeah, there's just nothing good going on right now.
All right. We're going to finish today. We'll take a quick look at where we are in the standings. We're now a half game behind the Phillies, 3 behind the Braves. Okay, so just roll right into the next game, pick the lineups, and see what happens, right?
Yep.
All right, let's see what these lineups look like here. We've got Zach Wheeler on the mound.
Put Dom in for Alonso.
Oh, not for Conforto, sorry. Conforto, him, and Dom in for Alonso. There we go.
Let's go Rosario 2, Mcneil 3, Cano 4, Conforto 5, Cespedes 6, Dom and Ramos. Put Nito in there for Ramos. Ramos seems to be hitting the skids a bit. Okay.
All right, let's see what happens. Can the Mets end a 5-game losing streak? Can they do it? The answer is yes. Yes, with a 3-run 7th inning. The Mets win 4-2. They were up 1-0. Then they gave up 2 in the 6th. They get 3 in the 7th. It holds up. Gus, did we need that or what?
So J.D. Davis pinch hit 3-run homer?
Is that what that happened?
I think so.
3-run home run. That's right. 9th homer of the season. So let's take a look at what happened here.
That's a pinch hit home run because he was not in the starting lineup.
Yep. Pinch hit for Betances in the 7th. Hit a 3-run home run.
Why did Syndergaard come out after 4 innings?
Oh, no. That's not good. Only 56 pitches.
And everybody from the bullpen pitched.
Waka, Wilson, Diaz, Betances, Familia, Brock, Lugo. My goodness. Lugo continues his stellar season. He has a 9-pitch perfect ninth to get his 18th save with a 0.88 ERA. Diaz gives up, blows the save opportunity, although it's only in the 6th inning.
Yeah.
Wheeler only goes 3 innings.
But they get in a fight?
Interesting.
Nobody was hit by a pitch, right? So there's no ejections.
Should we look at the game log here?
I guess, yeah.
So Syndergaard pitched into the 4th, right?
But Wheeler went out first, so where did Wheeler go?
Let's see here.
So there's Wheeler.
Wheeler got a single.
But he came out and pitched the bottom of the 3rd. So what happened in the bottom of the 4th?
And then Pavetta comes in. I don't know why.
Okay. And then Syndergaard there at the top of the 5th, and then replaced by Waka. Like in between innings, did those guys fight? Wheeler's coming off the mound, and Syndergaard's headed out to the mound, and he
let's see if he's lit up here.
Does he owe him rent money?
No injury. He's okay. I don't know what happened. I'm confused.
I mean, he had a day off. So it sounded like he would have been tired. Go into strategy and just let's make sure like he's not set to throw 52 pitches or come out of the game. I don't know. Player strategy and then 115 pitch count.
Hook is a hook.
I don't know. Let's drop that down one just because.
Or up one, you mean?
Yeah, up one. Yeah. All right. Very weird. We'll take it.
Yeah, we'll take it. Exactly. All right. So now let's take a look at the standings. We're back on top of the Phillies by a half game, and this is the last game of the night. Mets trying to win a series for the first time since we've been playing here tonight.
Then,
you want to move to like the 6th or the 7th inning or something like that, or just go right to the end?
Yeah, no, we'll jump to the 7th.
All right.
Just in case there's managing to be done. Not that I'm doing that great job tonight. But.
I think you're doing a great job. Imagine if you weren't doing this great job. Snapped.
Right, so
Thor comes out early, but Mets break slump. I like it.
So they got Nola on the mound.
Oh, we missed the headline the day before. Bums. Mets losing streak at 5 after another dismal showing. It was a rain delay. It was a rain delay is what it sounds like. We missed the rain delay, Gus. That's what it was.
Both guys came out after rain delays. Okay. Let's put J.D. Davis in for Cespedes in left.
Okay.
Let's hit Rosario 2. Cano 3. Alonso 5. McNeil 6. J.D. Davis 7. Mix those guys up a little bit and see if we can get some more production there.
All right.
And let's jump to the 7th, and hopefully the red hot Rick Porcello can give us a start.
To the 7th inning, 3-3. All right, we got our work cut out for us now, Gus. 3-3. Right. Porcello in there still.
He's at 95, so let's look at the bullpen. At least he's got 9-1. So they're at 9-1-2. So a bunch of righties and a very tired bullpen because everybody pitched the last game. So give me We're in the 7th. Man. All right, I'm going to try to get him through. Potentially, there's going to be a big at bat with Bryce Harper in this inning. So let's get Wilson up. And let's get Lugo up. This could be a 6 or 7 out.
That's right.
Goose Gossage kind of night.
That's exactly right. All right.
Nobody's warming up. Nobody's warming up yet. So
here's Aaron Nola.
They're leaving Nola in. All right.
They're probably in a similar situation. Probably played a bunch of games in a row, and
of course he gets a hit.
And of course he gets a hit. So he's at first.
Well, they went through their whole bullpen. All right. I don't think Segura's gonna bunt here, so let's go double play depth. And let's visit the mound real quick. Leave him in there, but just to expedite the warm-ups a little bit. All right. Pitch away.
Porcello, 1-0 count. Segura grounds to first, over to second for 1. Can they get 2? They do not, but that's okay. 1 out. And Segura at first.
Definitely got to hold the runner here.
We're going to double play depth or corners in?
Yeah, double play depth. McCutcheon's not bunting. If he does, he's doing us a big favor.
Double play depth, holding the runner. 0-2 count. That is hit to shallow left field. That'll be the second out. 2 away now. 101 pitches for Porcello, but he's still got some gas left in the tank.
Yep, holding the runner.
2 outs, big spot. 1-1 pitch. And that is a base hit for Real Muto.
All right, well, this is why we're warming Justin Wilson up for 1 batter.
All right, here he comes. Justin Wilson, he's ready.
Turner needs to get him.
All right. What do you want the infield to do here?
It's all good. Pitch away.
Swinging on the first pitch. That's hit to high right field, and the play will be made. So Wilson does exactly what he had to do. Excellent work, Gus. 3-3 heading to the bottom of the 7th.
You never made the substitution. That was Porcello.
What?
Yeah, Porcello's still in the game. I thought that looked like a right-handed arm go in there.
No, I put him in. How did I not put him in?
I don't know. He didn't go in the game.
I am dumbfounded, but
yeah,
luckily,
I don't know what happened. Yeah, I saw a righty arm. I was like, oh no.
Oh, I what did I do? Did I press the wrong button? I must have pressed the wrong button because I.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Whew. All right.
Oh well, okay.
Yeah.
But Ramos, he's not in the bullpen anymore. What did I do? Sit him down accidentally?
He must have sat him down.
Oh my goodness gracious! All right, well here's Ramos. 2-2 count to Ramos, and he grounds it over to shortstop. Would have been a double play, but no one's on. So 1 away. Porcello still in the game.
His night is over. Seems like a good time to send Pete Alonso. Oh, Alonso's in the game, isn't he? Yeah, never mind. How about my old friend, Mr. Cespedes?
Here comes Yo for Porcello.
Maybe Mr. Nola whining and breaking ball.
92 pitches for Nola, 1-0 count. And that is a ground ball right to the first baseman, 2 away. Here's Nimmo.
Swinging away.
3-2 count to Nimmo. And that is a fly ball to shallow center field. The play is made. 3-3 head into the 8th.
We're going to Mr. Lugo.
All right. I got to go check the tape to see what I did. Yeah, fire the manager. That's right, Fabic. All right. So here's Lugo to face Hoskins in the 8th. 1-2 count to Hoskins. And that is strike 3. 1 away. Here's Didi Gregorius. Third baseman is in. Do you want that?
No, I actually want to shift right.
Nope. Shift right. There we go. 3-1 count to Gregorius, and he walks. He's at first with 1 away. For Kingery.
Double play depth and hold the runner.
3-1 to Kingery. And that is grounded to first, over to second for one. Will they get the double play? They will not. 2 outs, man on first. For Munoz.
Hold the runner.
They're holding the runner. 0-1 count. And that is grounded down to third. Over to first for the out. 3-3, bottom eighth. Can we get some heroics here, please? Is it too much to ask for some heroics, Gus?
No, it's not. Not at all.
All right, here's Rosario. 0-1 count to Rosario. Serenathi on the plate. Dominguez. That is that is ripped to right field. That's going to be a leadoff double for Rosario. That's what I'm talking about right there, Gus. Leadoff double.
I was going to ask for a triple, but I thought that was going to be greedy, so I kept my mouth shut.
So Sir Anthony Dominguez facing Robbie Cano, nobody out. Rosario at third at a minimum. Rosario at second. At a minimum, we need to get him to third.
Yeah, I like Robbie in this spot.
Swinging away.
Oh, yeah.
All right, he digs in. First pitch swinging. That is a shallow fly ball to right field. I don't think that will advance the runner. It will not. He does not get the job done. That is an unfortunate at-bat. Here's Conforto. Conforto works a full count, and he strikes out swinging. 2 away for Alonso. Alonso could go a long way. A long way. If he could get a hit right here, a long way to us feeling good about him again. 2-2 count. And he grounds down to third, picked up by the third baseman. The throw is made to first, and that is it.
Boy, the number of times tonight we've got the leadoff guy on, and then the 3, 4, 5, or the middle of the order did nothing. Yet another example.
Lugo facing our old friend Jay Bruce.
Let's go deep shift right here for Jay, because he's not fleet of foot, so we can throw him out from mid-right field.
Deep shift right, 0-1 count. And that is hit right over the shift, right over in between. So he's on first with nobody out, and Segura at the plate.
Double play depth.
Segura swinging on the first pitch, and that is hit right to the pitcher, over to second for one. That's it. Segura will be at first with 1 away.
Double play depth and hold the runner.
Double play depth, holding the runner. 2-2 count to McCutcheon. He strikes out swinging. 2 away. Lugo trying his best to do 2 excellent innings here. 2 outs. Real Muto at the plate.
Pitch out, please.
Pitching out. And the runner is moving. Gus Ramsey, you're a genius. That's it. They don't even have to face Real Muto. Going to the bottom of the 9th, tied at 3. Jose Alvarez is pitching. Jeff McNeil is hitting.
Okay, we'll wait 1 batter before I warm somebody up.
0-2 count to McNeil. And that is hit to left field, and that will be caught for the first out.
I like JD against the lefty. All right, so they're going to have Real Muto, Harper, and Hoskins. That's a tall order for anybody. I guess we'll make it Diaz. Let's warm up Diaz.
All right, here's J.D. Davis against Jose Alvarez. 1-1 pitch. That is a base hit. You like the matchup for a reason. J.D. Davis is at first with 1 away. Wilson Ramos at the plate.
Goes a little against the grain, but Wilson hits into a lot of double plays, as you've noted many times. So I'm going to go hit and run here.
Okay, hit and run. The runner is moving. Ramos gets the base hit. J.D. Davis will be at third with 1 away, Gus. This is what we needed right here. This is what we needed. The camera is focused intently on you. What is Gus Ramsey doing? Seth Lugo will not be hitting. We know that.
No. Can you click on Jake Marisnik for me, please?
his ratings.
Yeah. What kind of a bunter is he?
He is not a bad bunter. He's a pretty darn good bunter.
All right, let's send up Jake Marisnik.
All right. And what are we doing with Jake?
What are they doing? They are double play depth. We're
No,
gonna try to walk
they're corners in, outfield
corners in. Yeah, we're gonna try to walk it off with the squeeze bunt, a la Andy Chavez.
So not the safety squeeze, or the squeeze
No,
itself.
full blown squeeze.
Get ready, everybody. We're hitting the button. Here it is. And he gets it down. The runner is out at home. Oh, no. They get the runner at home.
You know how hard it is to get thrown out on a squeeze bunt when you actually get the
Wow.
bunt down? I thought about running for JD, but
Hmm.
oh well.
Second and third, 2 away. Nimmo at the plate.
Nimmo against the lefty. And he's down to 330. So let me see my bench again real quick. Um, let's go to Eduardo Nunez.
For Nimmo, right?
Yeah, pulling out all the stops. I don't want this game to go to extras.
Not with an exhausted bullpen and a 6-game road trip or 7-game road trip coming up.
Yeah, we're swinging away.
1-1 pitch. That is hit past the shortstop.
Come on, Ramos, you slow bastard.
Wilson Ramos is going to try to score number. What is happening? Nunez delivers a walk-off run scoring single. Gus Ramsey, you're a genius.
Oof.
Unbelievable.
Oof.
Unbelievable. Wilson Ramos scores. I can't believe it.
That was some heavy lifting.
Woo! Way to go, Gus Ramsey. That was some heavy lifting. The Mets, after breaking a 5-game losing streak, take 2 out of 3 from the Phillies in dramatic fashion. And I don't know if we would have won that game without you stepping in when it mattered, Gus. That was important, man. You, like you said,
yeah,
you did some heavy lifting, no doubt.
The timing was good because the computer seemed to be willing to ride Porcello for as long as he was going to go. And hey, you get those numbers out of Porcello, you'll take it. But it was tough. It was tough to call back Brandon. He's hitting 330, but in a little bit of a slump and struggles a little bit against the lefties. Nunez has been good all year. So
the Mets have not scored more than 4 runs in over a week, and when they did that, they scored 5.
Yeah.
But if we focus on the positive, Gus, as we wrap it up tonight.
Well, it's a 3-6 night, but it feels a little bit better than that.
Feels better after winning against the Phillies, right? So we put a 1.5 distance between us and the Phillies. We are at 46-31.
Go back to the schedule.
2 games out of first place.
And so June, let's see.
We got 4 in San Francisco and 3 in San Diego with no rest in between.
We got 8 wins and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8 and 10 so far in June. It's not at all unexpected, but now with Giants coming up, this is a chance to kind of right the ship.
That's right.
Jump ahead to the next month. Who's after that? Giants. So, all right, Giants, Padres.
Then the Yankees.
Really good opportunity here with these Giants and Padres games to run off. How many total games is it? Looks like it's 14 combined.
Yep. We got 7.
7 and 7.
And 7. Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So this, we turned this into a 10 and 4.
Oh yeah.
And we're feeling pretty good.
Because the Giants are Giants and Padres are both well under 500.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we should make up some ground. We need to get Mr. Alonso going.
Boy, do we ever.
We need,
Man, do we ever.
We need the starting pitching, I think, is going to be like this all year. DeGrom, obviously, we do not expect a 3.6 ERA. We need him to be better. But everybody else, including Noah, I think, is always going to be kind of a bit of a crapshoot. The bullpen, other than Lugo, and that was to get that win and not have to go into the bullpen with no day off before we go out west.
Yeah,
was huge. That's why I did the squeeze. That's why I went to Nunez. We needed to win that game in the ninth. So we will see. The Mets have a long history of going out west and losing the first game of the road trip.
They do.
My dad used to profess that to me. And I remember one year when I was working on Baseball Tonight, we used to have a researcher with us all the time from the Elias Sports Bureau. And so I said, hey, my dad always says the Mets always lose the first game in California. He's like, all right, let me run the numbers. And it was ridiculous. From like 1970 to whatever year that was, mid 2000s, they were something like 3-18 in the first game in California. Wow. So my dad was spot on.
Wow.
So we'll see how we do with that. But let's look at let's see, where's the lineups? Oh, you got the leaders right there. I mean, Robbie Cano's hitting 350. And Conforto's been hot. There's some nice balance, but Alonso's going to be the key. We need if Pete Alonso starts getting hot. What's he got? 15 or 16 home runs, maybe.
Yep.
He's a little underperforming at the moment. And then it's a lot of mixing and matching with JD and Nunez and random guys trying to get at bats. Let's click on the info tab and see how we're doing on our rankings.
So, we're, you would think, looking at our offensive numbers, that we're a great offensive team. That tremendous first month and a half we had offensively probably did it for us, right? Because we have not been a great offensive team for a while.
Going into the season, I mean, the actual Mets lineup, when stacked right, is a good lineup, and all the projections have it as a top 5 lineup in baseball. So,
good point.
We should be scoring runs. We had a little bit of an injury bug at the beginning of the month. We lost Mcneil for a bit. We lost Alonso for a bit. We're still doing pretty well against lefties. But there it is, 8-10 in June after some scorching hot months. So we figured we'd settle down a little bit. I think this team has overachieved to some degree. But that starter's ERA, in my mind, should be much closer to 4 than it is. Bullpen ERA, I'll take that.
Yes.
All those other numbers are pretty good. I'm a little surprised by the strikeout numbers. And I know we're not a good defensive team, so the zone rating doesn't surprise me.
No, not at all. Well, all right, Gus Ramsey, this was a great time. Thank you, as always, sir, for doing this. We have
Well, it's certainly finished up great. It wasn't great for a while, but...
So next week, we'll head out west, and we'll see if we can't buck that 40 to 50-year trend. What do you say, Gus?
Yeah, we're trying to fight both June and first game in California, so that'll be a tall order.
Exactly.
We'll be ready.
We'll be ready. Thank you, Gus, as always, and thank you, everybody watching tonight. I cannot express my gratitude enough for how supportive you are of us at Out of the Park Baseball. You are the best community in video games, incredibly welcoming, incredibly friendly to all the many, many, many new players we have this year. A lot more people playing Out of the Park Baseball than ever, and for that we're very thankful and grateful. Hopefully you all had a good time tonight. We appreciate your time very much. We appreciate your support. And Gus, what do you say we come back and do this again next Friday? What do you say?
Sounds like a plan.
Love it. Thank you, Gus, and thank you, fans. We are going to be off tomorrow, potentially doing some Kevin Kennedy live managing Sunday. Of course, Sunday night I'll be here with the Perfect Team weekly prep. And then we get rolling into another new week. So we'll talk to everybody again real soon. Have a great weekend. Stay safe, be well. Thank you, everybody. Cheers, and have a great rest of your night.